Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Overlord episode 5. As always, if you want to see the reaction itself, please go down to the descriptions. In the links you will find in the description you will find a link to my Google Drive where you replace some parts with the real dots and you can watch my reaction. Once you've done, please come back, feel free to hear what I thought about the episodes, what I expect for the next episodes to be, and well, see you soon. For those of you who came back, welcome back. So, that was an interesting episode. As I expected, a new story arc. In this case, it seems there are more than just one new story arc starting here. So, I'm not sure how fast they will end, how much they are interwoven. We've seen quite a lot that will happen possibly in the next 2 episodes, I guess. So, but let's start at the beginning. It was pretty interesting for me to see that Momonga told very openly to Albedo that he changed her behavior, so that he modified her to say so that the feelings she is feeling for him are because of him. I didn't, once again, a little bit surprised that he did that. But she reacted completely different than most people would. She was like, that's fine with me. You know, it was like, if it is bad for you, then we should change. But if you're okay, then I want to stay that way. That's what she said, more neither. Because she loves him, why would you want to turn off your love, you know? She feels fine doing so. We heard the name of the one who originally programmed her, so Lord Tabula Smaragdino, I think it was. And she is aware of the fact that she was made or created, whatever, by this lord. So there's this interesting concept that the former NPCs are aware that they were created or summoned or modified, changed, whatever, by the High Lords, which we know the players were. But they are not aware that there's this concept of players and this being a game and stuff like that. So for them it is more like a High Lord's ability to do stuff. And I think some of them may be like they were created by those High Lords, which is cool. I can see that. That's an interesting concept. I mentioned during the intro that the flag that Momonga was wielding in the intro, to me looks a lot like a brain. That might be a coincidence. Maybe it is not that, you know. It's I think it is the 1-0 flag that he has, but it would be fitting because seeing what's happening, the Overlord himself is very, very intelligence based. He's very clever. I mean, being a mage class, intelligence is the main thing you have to have. But we could see it already that he predicted things happening and he's very much planning about what he's doing. So he's that's a major difference to other animes. He is seeing to the future. He thinks before he acts very much more than many other main characters in series do. Many series tend to throw things at the characters and the characters then react to it. So, and they react by being, you know, awesome, incredibly powerful, funny, loving, whatever. So the things we like. Momonga does that as well. He reacts to situations, no questions. But additionally, he predicts situations. So he sets up an area of reconnaissance around the tomb. He makes sure that his comrades, the NPCs, are well equipped and have some options to enhance their abilities. And he predicts stuff like that this war between 2 nations might very well be the 3rd nation intervening there and trying their very own schemes, which he was true with. So that shows me there's more than just a reactor there, a reaction character. He acts by himself, he goes himself steps as he does here, becoming an adventurer. That was his idea to do it. So that's nice. I like it. It's clever. It shows that he has an idea of what he's doing. So I'm pretty sure that the whole thing with this potion and Neferi, who's standing here right now in the picture, asking for his help in a quest, that this scheme that they are playing there to gather information possibly will be something he's aware of already, or he will find out in the future. Which brings me to this scheme. So he came to the town together with Nabrel Gamma, which I have no clue who she is. I guess she's one of the defending maidens of the throne room. I'm pretty sure she was not someone of the guardians of the floor. Because I have them more neither all in my head right now. So she is right now his bodyguard. And when they went into the tavern, I mean, there is a nice girl coming in. I can see that some people would like whistle or react to her. It's okay. She's wearing herself with a purpose. You can see that, so she's not insecure or anything. She looks and acts that, you know, okay, this woman is able to fight with the sword. She's able to do what she wants. So maybe you take a step back and don't step on her toes. That's the one thing. Next to her is a copper plate adventurer entering, so lowest class. I can see you want to kind of bully a little bit on him. But this guy is 2 meter plus high, wears a full suit of plate armor in black, and has a huge two-handed sword. He has 2 huge two-handed swords on his back. What goes through your mind to think like, hey, let's upset him, let's bully him a little bit, stuff like that? That's simply stupid. And they paid for it, But it really makes no sense. Even if you think, like they mentioned later, that he's like a rich kid who bought the equipment fresh and doesn't know how to use it properly. He is still wearing it. You don't wear a full plate mail like that so easily without having at least a little bit of strength. And you don't grow to 2 meter plus like that easily, because he's not a slender man there. He's broad, he has shoulders and everything, so this is a capable, even if he's not a trained fighter, he's a capable brawler. He will just knock your teeth out. So that they kind of insulted him was stupid, simply said. The potion then broke, which I believe really happened. So I'm not sure about this scene. It might be she pushed it over because she wants to get money from him, but I'm pretty sure it really, really broke, and she was really upset about it. So he gave her the red potion, a healing potion, which he mainly did because he could see Nabarel was about to kill the girl, the woman, She was about drawing the sword and chopping her head off. And he's like, I don't want to make an upset. I want to get information. So he gave her a potion, even if it is a minor one. I'm not sure if it really is only a 2nd level healing potion. I think it is a bigger one, because why would he have a 2nd level healing potion? I'm pretty sure he needs bigger ones. But I think that doesn't matter so much, because the thing here, what it is about, is the color. So it seems every potion created right now turns blue in this world. Maybe due to some kind of alchemistical stuff used, or due to the materials, the plants, maybe the magic, how they craft it. However, it turns blue. This one was red. So his plan kind of backfires there. He is aware that he has to stay hidden right now, just for safety, so that people don't know who he is, him being Lord Heinz, and that the guild, if there are other players, they shouldn't be so easily able to find where they are and who they are. While on the other side, he wants other players to know that he is there to get in contact. It's a bit strange. So they have no money, he stated, because all gold coins that they have are from Yggdrasil. So they are pressed like Yggdrasil gold coins. So they can't use them, because people would be suspicious about it. That's very clever. Once again, he's very intellectual, he's very clever, he thinks the next step, so he says we need money, we need work. But then he hands out the potion because he is not aware that the potions are different in this world. So it's a mistake out of not knowing stuff. Exactly what his point is. We need more information. And by that, at least some people now are on his tracks. So mainly it is Lizzie, the grandmother, who's alchemist, who is someone who knows stuff like that. And because it is her grandson, Nefir, who's in the picture here. They tried to find out about him and how he got the potion, where and stuff like that, by giving him a quest now, so that he accompanies the grandson. It is clever on the one hand, but it is not honest on the other hand. And I ask myself now, are we seeing new enemies in the future here? Or are we still having the option that those might be allies in the future? Because that might be possible as well. Both is still valid. Both might happen. We will see. As I said, I'm not sure whether or not Momonga is aware of this. He is clever enough, in my opinion, to look through the scheme, because he asked, why did you ask for me? And the reasons were valid, but not so strong, in my opinion. So maybe he is aware of this, especially seeing that he got informed that this boy is a grandson of a very capable alchemist. So seeing the reason was you had the brawl in the tavern. In this tavern the potion broke and he gave out a potion, and now an alchemist's son, the grandson, asked for his help. There is a connection that is possible to see, but it's not very easy. You have to be very aware of stuff, and it is more like a suspicion, you know. So we will see if he already guessed that, or if he will learn about it in the future. I really like that how he got the copper contract first. So that was clever, like just taking anything and saying I take that one. And then saying, okay, if I can't get that one, then I take the highest copper one. Because in this case, the woman gave him the contract then. But they really have to do something about him not being able to read. So I don't know if there's a magical option for that, but they need to learn the language fast to read it. Because otherwise, once again, we're at the problem of suspicion. That people will realize you're not able to read, which makes not much sense, possibly. So he got in this group because they asked him. I think that it is from the side of the group a clever move, because he looks like a very capable fighter. He stated both of them, Narbarel and himself are level 3 or even higher. So they got in high valued fighters and mages here, even if they only act as though. His armor alone makes him a very good tank. So you would like to have someone like that in your group. The group is well balanced, it's nice. I like the characters, except for this elvish guy who's grabbing on Nabarel, but I can see the kind of character he is. The druid is a very just jolly good man, you know. And they brought in the concept of talent holders, which was new. So you need a specific time to learn a talent in this world. Some kind of magic needs 4 years, or I guess the first tier level to master it and then be able to move to second tier. I'm not sure if it is like a fixed time. I guess it is more like in general people need 4 years. Some need 1 or 2 months less, some a little bit more, but it's in general 4 years. A talent holder is uniquely talented into something, and in this case, what was her name? Nina is a talent holder for magic, so she's able to learn twice as fast, which is a nice thing to have in your group, because you know she will grow stronger and stronger very, very fast. And that's a good thing to have. In the fire, Balear, who's standing here, is very unique as a talent holder because he's able to use items from any magical class. So he does not have to be a mage or a cleric or a bard or whatever magic class, because he can use every magic item. That is definitely of benefit, especially if you're an adventurer, because you can equip everything. That's cool. Which brings us to the third storyline, which we learned about in this episode. So he asked Momonga to accompany him in the forest while he's gathering herbs for alchemy. I think it is a village next to the village. It's a forest next to the village that Momonga just saved. Might be wrong, but I think if this is true, we will have possibly an intermission with Aura, who is right now in the forest trying to get it into reconnaissance for the tomb as well. So maybe she's around, not sure. That's one thing. The other more important thing is he will be out of town. He will be attackable, to say so. And we have seen in the end of the episode someone named Clementine, who seems to be, I'm not sure if she's undead, but at least she has some kind of a skeletal hand. Might be she just used that to enter this crypt where she was. And she stole a circlet from a member, a so-called shaman, of the theocracy, which, when put on, enables you to cast very high-level spells. So she wants to put that on him, because he can use everything. So we will definitely clash with her. I'm pretty sure about that. Interesting is a lot of things here. So she is some kind of a dark cult member. Seeing that Momonga and his people are very much dark in general appearance and behavior, it will be interesting, because I guess this time they will clash as enemies, but even there we still have the option that that will turn. Because he is more or neither the evil overlord by appearance and powers and everything. So maybe it might happen that this cult changes sides to his side. I think not, but it is the concept of this show. So who's good, who's bad? The evil looking guys are acting good. The good looking guys are acting evil. The theocracy here, you know, having angels. So still plays with this. Looking forward for it and for a little bit of fighting there. I'm pretty sure we will see more of her. We will learn more about the ritual she is right now helping with. I'm not sure if we will see the effects of the ritual next time, or if we will see the forest and what's happening there. Whatever way around, the other thing will come afterwards. I'm pretty sure that we will, if we have just the wood and a little bit of fighting and gathering herbs and stuff, then we will later on learn about what the ritual was about. There were some names mentioned, which we possibly will see in the future as well. So Khajiit Dale Balatel, no idea, but it was reacted to. Although this show tends to give us a lot of names, and very often the character we got a name for dies in the same episode, especially if he's a member of the theocracy. Then he dies in the same episode, instantly, minutes later. Which brings me to the theocracy. On first view, it looked to me like this monolithical, very much Catholic Church-like institution. So we have angels, we have belief in a holy faith, we have an appearance, an outward appearance of silver, steel, and light. So very much this typical, very much church behavior, which is copied, or at least partially copied from what the Catholic Church is sometimes watched to be, was thought to be in the past. So this very own institution there. Seeing that, then hearing about a shaman is a little bit strange. because a shaman would be more like ghosts, creatures of nature, believing in spirits, stuff like that. So a more nature and world-based clerical class. It might be this just a name for something. The shaman might be like a title, but it might very well be this other belief direction as well, because it was mentioned that there were 6 gods. Someone wrote down in the comments, and I stopped reading because, in my opinion, there was a little bit of spoiler, that those 6 gods are likely to be players from Yggdrasil who created this. So, might be, but that doesn't matter at all, because for the guild itself, which we have here, Eins Goal, the NPCs believe to be their creators, to be like overlords, nearly godlike entities. So it's fitting that they, even if those were players who created it, they are now considered as being gods. So why not? And if you have 6 different, there might be that one is more neither like the god of the church, and one is a god of like shamanistic beliefs, so more nature based, and the third one might be like, I don't know, devil like god. Why not? So there's more to the theocracy than we know yet, and I'm pretty sure we'll learn of that a little bit more, but not in the next episode. What I expect next episode. So either way, either we see the ritual and effects of the ritual, which will happen in the city possibly, but I don't think so. The other way, the second option, I think that is more valid, is that we will see the forest and what's going on there, and interactions between Lord Momonga and Nefer, who tries to learn about him, what is with this guy, how does he have this potion, you know, and possibly fighting already, although I guess it will be more to the end episode, and as always a cliffhanger. The attack of Clementine and possibly some other people who try to grab Nefer. Where, if it happens, it will be interesting to see what Momonga does, because he's in the armor, so he's not able to cast spells, we know. He's still pretty valid as a fighter, I guess. But will he be able to completely draw back and not overreact to what's happening? And what will happen with Nabarel, because she might go crazy, you know, once someone is going attacking, and maybe there's like a single hit hitting Momonga, it might very well happen that everyone dies, because she's getting, you know, out of her head. So, that's it for this time. I hope you enjoyed. I did for sure. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. I love to hear from you. And this is it for this time. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.